Welcome. In this short practice, we're going to do some simple but really effective stretches for the hips and the hamstrings, so the backs of the legs. I'm going to use a strap, so get one ready, or something that you have at home that works as a strap does. And we're going to start laying down on our back. Make sure that your strap is close by in arm's reach. Lay down, bend your knees, bring your feet flat down onto the mat, knees together, heel toe your feet apart, and then relax your arms wherever they feel most comfortable. Maybe down by your sides or out towards the sides. And then close the eyes and take an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. Right away, bringing your awareness down into your hips, into your legs. And taking inventory of the sensation that you feel here in this moment. Noticing if some sensations are really calling for your attention, your awareness. And see if you can do a quick little scan through your hips, through your legs. Noticing the very obvious, intense sensations, and also tuning into the subtle sensations. Then very slowly begin to heel toe your feet closer in, about hip-width distance apart. Bring your hands down by your sides with your palms flat down. And then tuck your tailbone under so you feel your low back connect down towards the mat. Keep tucking your tailbone under and slowly start to lift your hips up. Could you peel your low back off of the mat? The mid back comes up vertebra by vertebra. Keep pushing in towards your feet and come all the way up towards a glute bridge. And so bringing some activation in towards the legs before we start to stretch them out. Tuck the tailbone under, take an inhale. Then as you exhale, begin to lower your spine down. The upper back comes down first. Mid back comes down. Low back lands last. Let your legs soften, let your glutes soften. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then bring your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your hands on top of your right shin with your right thumb forward of your left. And then draw your right knee in towards your right shoulder. And slowly straighten out your left leg. Slide your left foot forward and down. Hold here. Take a full breath in. A full breath out. And then keeping a hold of your right shin with your right hand, bring your left hand to your left hip bone. And I want you to press your palm down on the top of your hip to anchor your left hip down. And then slowly start to open your right knee out towards the right side without letting your left hip lift up. So you're using the help of your left hand to keep both of your hips anchored down. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your right knee back in towards the center and bring your left hand on the top of your right shin. Now place your right thumb in your right hip crease and again anchor your right hip down using the help of your right hand, and then slowly start to pull your right knee over to the left, but don't let your right hip leave the mat, so your right knee probably won't go very far. Hold here, breathe in and out. Good. Bring the right hand back to the right shin, right knee back in towards the center, and then kick the right leg up towards the sky and interlace your hands to the back of your right leg. The leg does not have to straighten out all the way. Let's do some movement for the toes and the ankle. So curl your toes in towards your chest and try to kick your heel up towards the sky. And then point your toes up and stretch out through the top part of your foot. Let's do that a couple times, finding dorsiflexion of the right ankle and then plantar flexion as you point. And then you can start to rotate your ankle, doing little circles, getting out any little cracks, any kinks in your toes, through your ankle joint. Good, and then rebend into your right knee and bring your hands down by your sides, palms flat down. Take your right knee closer in towards your chest, no hands this time. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, kick your right leg up towards the sky, no hands. Try to keep your right thigh drawing closer in towards your chest. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Exhale, straighten out the right leg. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Good, rebend into the right knee. Now we'll grab our strap and loop up the sole of the right foot with the strap. And then extend the right leg up towards the sky. Slide the hands down the strap and get your elbows to connect towards the mat. Big stretch for the right hamstring. Keep kicking the right heel up towards the sky. One more breath in. Full breath out. Bring both pieces of the strap into the right hand. You could do a little loop if you want. Bring your left hand to your left hip, the top of your hip, and I want you to anchor your left hip down. Your left leg is strong as well. Imagine you were standing on the bottom left leg. Without letting your left hip lift up even just a little bit, slowly start to open the right leg out towards the right side. Go slow so that you can feel when you start to roll to the right. And keep pushing your left hand into your left hip. Keep anchoring your left hip bone down. And then just keep playing with how far you can bring your right leg out open to the right side while keeping your left hip down, down, down. And then just come to a place where you can hold for a breath. And then very slowly bring your right leg back in towards the center. Transfer the strap to the left hand now. Again, you can do a little wrap around. And then bring your right thumb to your right hip crease, and we're gonna anchor the right hip down. Slowly start to send the right leg towards the left, but do not let your right hip lift up. As we keep the right hip bone rooted, you're gonna get a way deeper stretch through the outer right leg, working into the outer hip, IT band. You'll probably feel it all the way in towards the outer edge of your right foot. Come to a place where you can hold, where you can breathe, and then take one more breath. Slowly bring the right leg back towards the center. Keep your right leg up towards the sky. Release the strap, just bring it off to the side. Bring your hands down by your sides, palms flat down. And then we're gonna slowly lower the right leg down beside the left for a count of 5. I count very, very slow. So move slow for 4, 3, right leg getting heavier and heavier, sinking down for 2. And 1. Let the right leg sink all the way down. Maybe it even feels like it's going down below the surface of the earth, below the left leg. And then turn your palms to face up towards the sky. Relax your legs completely. Take an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. And notice the difference that you feel between your right leg and your left leg. between your right hip and your left hip. What's great about this comparison is that we can really see the effects that just a little bit of stretching and movement has on the body. We can feel the length, the space that we've created. Now bring your knees in towards your chest, one at a time. And give yourself a squeeze, give yourself a little rock from side to side. Massaging out the back body. And bring the knees towards the center. Bring your feet flat down on the mat. Let's do another bridge. Hands down by your sides, palms flat down, tuck your tailbone under. And then slower than you did last time, peel your spine off of the mat. So it's really the pelvic tilt that's initiating the movement. Your sitting bones come up, your low back comes up, mid back comes up, until you come all the way up towards the top of your bridge. Tuck your tailbone under, keep your glutes engaged, feet rooted, shoulders rooted. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then slowly, slowly lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Let your legs soften, let your glutes soften. Then bring your left knee in towards your chest and interlace the hands on the top of the left shin with the left thumb forward of the right. Squeeze your left knee in towards your left shoulder and then straighten out your right leg and slide your right heel forward and down. Hold here, take a breath in. And a full breath out. Keep a hold of your left shin with your left hand. Bring the palm of your right hand to the top of your right hip bone so that you can anchor the right side of your pelvis, the right hip down. As you slowly start to open the left knee out towards the left side. Go slow so that you can be really, really mindful of rolling to the left side, which we're trying to avoid. Keep the right side firmly rooted down. And then take one more breath in. One more breath out. Guide your left knee back in towards the center. Bring your right hand towards your left shin now. Bring your left thumb towards your left hip crease so that we can anchor the left side of the pelvis down. And then slowly start to draw your left knee towards the right. And it's probably not going to go very far. Keep your left hip rooted down. Keep your breath flowing. One more inhale. One more exhale. Back to the center. Bring your hands towards your shin. And then extend your left leg up towards the sky. Interlace the hands to the back of the left thigh, again with the left thumb forward. Remember, the leg does not have to straighten out all the way. We'll bring some movement into our toes and into our ankle. So kick your left heel up towards the sky. Curl the left toes in towards the chest. And then point your toes up. Get a nice stretch through the top part of the foot. So as we flex, we come into ankle dorsiflexion. As we point, we come into ankle plantar flexion. One more time. Sometimes we just say flex and point. And then start to do some rotations with your ankle. Getting out any little cracks, any little kinks. And then rebend into your left knee. Keep the knee in towards the chest. Bring your hands down by your sides. So we're going to make this a little more active. Squeeze the left knee in, active hip flexion. Then try to keep your left thigh close into your chest as you kick the left leg back up towards the sky. That's the exhale. So inhale, rebend the knee. Use the strength of your hip flexor to draw the knee in. And then as you exhale, kick the heel up. One more time. Inhale to bend. Exhale, kick the heel up, extend. Nice. Bend into your left knee. Grab your strap. We'll loop up the sole of the left foot this time. Then extend the left leg up towards the sky. One piece of the strap in each hand. Slide the hands down. Hug the elbows in. Get strong through your right leg as well. Breathe in. Breathe out. Transfer both pieces into the left hand. Get a nice firm grip of the left hand on the strap. Bring your right palm to the top of your right hip. Very slowly, very mindfully, begin to open the left leg out towards the side. Your right hip, the right side of your pelvis, stays rooted down. Slowly, slowly, slowly opening. Maybe you go halfway to what you're used to, but you're keeping your right hip down. And then come to a place where you can hold, where you can breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale it out. Strength of the inner left thigh is going to bring the leg back up towards the center. So don't miss that. And then transfer the strap into your left hand, or your right hand rather. Get a nice good grip. Your left thumb is going to come to your left hip crease. Anchor both parts of your pelvis down on the mat. And then slow motion, left foot goes towards the right. Don't let your left hip leave the mat. Keep anchoring it down. And then hold here, this big, big, big stretch for the outer hip, outer leg. Maybe you feel it all the way down and towards the outer edge of your left foot. Come to a place where you can hold one more breath. And then slowly bring your left leg back up towards the center. Keep the left leg up, remove the strap off to the side. Bring your hands down by your sides, palms flat down. We lower for a very slow count of 5. Left leg moving through space, 4. 3. 2. 1. Left foot comes all the way down, sinking below the surface of the earth. Turn your palms to face up, release through your legs, take an inhale through the nose. And an exhale through the mouth. Feeling the balance that we've created through the right side and the left side. Both legs heavy, long. Both hips open, spacious. And then again, bring your knees in towards your chest, 1 foot at a time, switching from what you did last time. Knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze, a little rock from side to side. Bring your knees to the center. Bring your feet down onto the mat. We'll come back to where we started with the feet a little bit wider than the hips and the knees knocking in towards one another. This time I invite you to rest both of your hands down on your hips. Just softly letting the hands rest down, elbows down, shoulders heavy, head heavy. Take a silent inhale through the nose and a silent exhale through the mouth. Give yourself a moment to relax, to be still. To notice all the sensation that you feel in your legs and your hips. Noticing if the sensations have shifted or changed from when we first noticed them at the start of the practice. Stay here as long as you can, taking advantage of this state of mind that you've created for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. Namaste.